Have you ever wanted to make a really quick junk journal cover and papers inside? I'm going to do that now, and it's just going to be with shipping material. 2 items. Paper that comes in your packaging, like Amazon, and 2 cardstock that goes in between some of the products that you can find, or you can just use regular cardstock. So let's see what I can do. So here I started with the packaging material that comes in the boxes. I folded it neatly, somewhat neatly, and now it kind of looks like a book already, doesn't it? So I folded it, and it's about 9 inches wide by 9 inches. It's a 9-inch square. Now I just need a cover for it. So I want to just make these pieces, this cover, a little bit bigger than this. And I'm just going to eyeball it. That looks good there. I'm going to do the same with the next piece. You can go ahead and cut this part off or rip it off. I'm going to keep them on because I want to make pockets in here. I'll be right back. Now I have to get the width. And I don't need much. I only need about maybe 6 inches. So I'm just going to cut here. I'm going to open these back up again, and I'm going to sew along here. So before I sew this together, I do want to add a little bit of glue. There's about a 3-inch overlap, so I'm just going to place this extra piece of cardboard here. I'm going to let that dry for a couple of minutes, then take it over to the machine and do a couple strips of sewing to make sure it doesn't move. Okay, I sewed the pieces together, then I folded this up to make 2 pockets, the front and the back, and I just folded it over. There's my cover, custom made to the size of how I folded the shipping paper. You put this in and you're done, but not quite yet. You still have to sew these in, and you have to cut the sides off. Super, super easy. Just thought of this morning. I wanted something super quick and I want to share it with you, but let's go ahead and sew them together. I've got my piece of foam here so that I don't wreck my my table. So a person could just cut this now. I'm going to cut it later. That way this is together and it's not moving. This is going to be really junky, and I'm just so excited here. Okay, let's go. I'm going to lift this up, and I'm just going to eyeball it. Let's do a 5-hole pamphlet stitch. Okay, so the 5 holes are punched. Now I just have to add my string. 1 and 2. Let's put this together. That was easy. Now let's cut the bottom and tops open. These are connected, so I'm just going to go ahead and chop this off. There's another one in here. So instead of using my scissors, I can use a ruler. Gives it a nice edge. Let's see what else isn't cut. This one isn't done. it doesn't have to be perfect because that's what you want, right? You're making a junk journal. Let's cut this down. You could use I guess a knife if you wanted to. Let's try that. I want to try different ways of doing this. Now I am going to be going towards myself, but I'm taking it easy here. That works really good. That works really well with an X-Acto knife. Let's do another one here until they're all gone. Let's do the top here. So it would have been easier to just cut it all before. I don't mind that it's doing this actually. So you can even use your scissors like that. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect unless you want it to be. So I'm just going to chop this off. So you just keep going to the parts that aren't connected anymore. Look at, I made my own pocket. I love that. Look at, that was a fluke. A welcome fluke. Let's take our scissors this way. I haven't done this before, so I'm just kind of playing around, see what I can do. Use the knife, use the ruler, use the scissors. So it's getting cumbersome as I get towards the middle, and that's because when it was folded, like this raw edge would have been in there, right? Here's another one. Your junk journal is done. Like it is literally done. You could take this with you and just grab your pencil crayons, your crayons, and draw. And that's it. Get your paints. It's done. I love this. I love it. Now you can further embellish it, of course, right? I mean, if you don't want it to just look like this, you can certainly add some cardstock on top. Or you could paint it. You could do collage. So many things to do. And these pockets, I'm so glad I did that. I can hold a lot in there. You can take more collage papers, more cardstock, put it in here, more paint. I absolutely love this. I hope you enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun. So save your paper, fold it up in a square or a rectangle, whatever size you want, and then fit your cover to fit that piece. Put the holes in, and you're done. Enjoy! Thanks for watching. Bye.